Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Killer 101 here, also known as the Enormous He's Never Heard, and this is finally hopeful to be the last vlog. The new parts have arrived. I have a new motherboard, new CPU, well, that's the main parts, motherboard and CPU. Oh, new power supply. And even now I actually have a proper graphics card. Before we had an integrated graphics card, now we actually have a proper graphics card. But even have a new case as well. So everything's new except for the hard drive, which this should finally get the computer back working. I feel like it would have been a different error if it was the hard drive that had crashed that stopped working. So this, as long as I hook things up properly, this should finally get things working. And unfortunately, though, this has come the day before I'm due to upload. So, and I want to make sure that the next video I come back with Oni, we actually get stuff done. And I feel like that's just not enough time to get stuff done. So, one more week of vlogs here, this being this one, and then we're back to Oni. I don't really have much more to say on that. Just I am so looking forward to having the computer back for more reasons than just Oni. Obviously, Oni is the big part, but also just diving back into Wikipedia and stuff, as strange as that is to say, but just diving back into it. And yeah, being able to check my emails, not on my phone. So I'm looking forward to having the computer back. Looking forward to be back with you guys with Oni, Auction Not Included. And yeah, look forward to that next week. I guess our final, I had hoped that the question about, what do you do in your spare time, was to be the final vlog question, but yeah, I got another 2 weeks out of it. So I guess what I'll ask is, question of the week, what was your first video game? And I know I asked earlier what was the game consoles you had in your favorite games, but what was your first? And when I say video games, I'm including mobile games, handheld games, just video games, period. What was your first kind of game that you played that was like a video game? I can't remember exactly. I believe it was a Pokemon game. I think the first game I was ever given was, Pokemon game I was ever given was Gold version for the Game Boy Color. But I can't remember. I think before that I may have played Age of Empires. I can't remember which came first. I'm fairly confident in saying I think it was Gold version that came first. Along with that, I had Legend of Tarzan for the Game Boy Color. I think the three games I had Pokemon Gold version, I had Legend of Tarzan, and then there was Shrek Fairy Tale Freakdown or something. Fairy Tale Smackdown, which was an alright game, but replay value was eh. It was like kind of a fighting game with all the different fairy tale the characters from Shrek, but Game Boy Color instead of an arcade cabinet, so not quite as good because it's just you against the AI, and I don't think there was really a manual for the controls, or at least if there was, I didn't pay attention to it. But yeah, no, I think the first game I ever can really say I actually had was probably Pokemon Gold version, and then Legend of Tarzan. Those are the two games I played the most of. Shrek, I think I played enough of to beat it, and then kind of didn't touch it again. But yeah, what was the first ever video game you guys had? And then again, mobile game, handheld game, or computer or console game, doesn't matter. All video games are video games. So let me know, what was the first video game you ever had? Anyways, again, computer I'll be putting together tonight, and we'll be back next week with Auction Not Included, and I can't wait. Hopefully I'll see you guys again then, but in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.